भारत में 2500 वर्षों से बौद्ध धर्म का वजूद है और देश के हर कोने में बौद्ध परंपरा और संस्कृति फल फूल रही है। लेकिन भारत के टेलीविजन इतिहास में पहली बार नोबल विजडम यानी शराब संगपो के नाम से शुरू हुआ है एक टेलीविजन कार्यक्रम जो भारत की बौद्ध परंपरा और बौद्ध धर्मावलंबियों की ताकत को उजागर करता है। इसी मकसद से पेश है एक और एपिसोड। कार्यक्रम में अगले कुछ दिनों तक आप जानकारी पाएंगे हिमालय क्षेत्र की बेजोड़ पारंपरिक चिकित्सा पद्धति सोआ रिगपा के बारे में।
Another point is contemplating on sense of contentment. This is the most important thing. Now you see, we suffer because of lack of contentment. Because of lack of contentment, we suffer again and again. Even though we have enough things, we ask for more and more and more. Now you see, because of the technology, there are many choices, there are many things to choose. Now you see, even you go to a market, you see, if you go to a market to buy some clothes, now you see how many colors are there because of people's sort of nature. Now it also gives us some stress, isn't it? How to choose them because of too much sort of choices there. That also makes some sort of stress and tension. So sense of contentment is very important. So whatever things you have, you should cherish it. That's very important. If you do not get something which you want, it is not necessary that you will get everything you want. It is not necessary, it's not possible. So whatever you have to cherish that. That's very, very important. So whenever you fail something, think about other people who also have failure. That's also some kind of help you to release your stress. So contemplating on sense of contentment is also very, very essential. And the last point or other thing is that, as I have told you in the beginning, dedication to yourself and your work for others, that's also important. Whatever you do, there was a famous sort of scholar said, those people suffer too much are those who have strong self-centeredness. The more you think about yourself, only yourself, you will feel more suffer, because when you are self-centered, you neglect about others. When you neglect others, it is quite not possible that you will get the benefits. It's quite clear. The law of interdependent nature, it's quite clear. Whatever you have, let's say beautiful house you cherish, it's not just come from nowhere. Many people, many things are composite. Many people's hard work is there, bricks, stones and everything. Many people have worked for the things which you cherish. Even if you have too much money, how can you get that house if nobody works for the house or the building? You have to think about the interdependence in nature. Your fame, even if you are cherished with the fame, where does this fame came from? From your colleagues or friends. So without friends and sort of other people, how can this fame come from? Can be possible. So in this way, sometimes thinking of interdependence in nature is also very helpful in reducing your stress. So most people suffer by stress because of self-centeredness. They think about only oneself. Oh, I want this, I have to do this, I will do this, then they suffer. If they dedicate sometimes their job and work and everything, what to do, this will definitely help to reduce stress. Then other important sort of lifestyle include sort of restful sleep. That's also very important. Now in today's world, people spend too much on sort of distraction. They do not get enough sleep. They work and work. When they are not enough sleep, what happens? When there is not enough sleep, what happens is too much of roughness, and too much of roughness inside your body becomes very aggravated. When there is too much of roughness aggravated in your body, it disturbs the lung energy. When this lung energy gets disturbed, then you, of course, you will mind you are disturbed. So most people suffer in this today's world is because of deprivation of sleep. Another thing, you have to sleep at the right time. That's also very, very important. Whether you how busy you are, I don't know, but you should sleep at time, and you should get enough time, enough sleep. That's very, very important. Sleep and lung and mind all are interconnected. You should not neglect with the sleep. That's very, very important. Then too much of mundane thinking, too much of talking, and all this creates sort of aggravates sort of stress in your mind. You should avoid this.
कैसे दूर हो आपके जीवन की मुश्किलें, कैसे सवरे आपका करियर, कैसे सफल हो आपका हर काम, क्या कहते हैं आपकी किस्मत के सितारे, जानिए सटीक होने वाली बौद्ध भविष्यवाणियां।
Namaste Tashi Dilek. My name is Tenzin Yanki. I'm Tibetan astrologer from Dharamsala, Menzikhang. 2nd December 2010, Thursday, 27th day of the 10th lunar month. The elemental combination is wind and wind. The combination of perfection. The day has sublime energy to quickly accomplish one's wishes. Traveling, reuniting people, and all quick and temporal activities will be successful. But particularly on this day, you are suggested to refrain from doing marriage engagement because the day is Phagme Namgo. The day is favorable for people belong to tiger, rabbit, bird, and monkey animal sign to raise prayer or lungta flags, and unfavorable for people belong to ox, dragon, sheep, and dog animal sign. Bumtong or empty ways is at north direction, so avoid all important activities, especially funeral procession while facing north. 3rd December, Friday, 28th day of the 10th lunar month. The elemental combination is earth-wind. This combination has unfavorable energy to reduce the growth of wealth and property. Indication of theft, robbery, plundering are there. Disappointment and regret may come if you initiate any productive activities. The day of Thurgi Namgo. This is specifically inauspicious for funerals. Moreover, the Lord of Earth or Sada Simpong moves from east to west direction during 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. in the morning. Thus, undertaking journey towards that direction would be unfavorable. Bumtong or empty ways is at north direction, so avoid all important activities, especially funeral procession while facing north. The day is not favorable for raising prayer or lungta flags. 4th December, Saturday, 29th day of the 10th lunar month. The elemental combination is earth-wind. This combination has unfavorable energy to reduce the growth of wealth and property. Indication of theft, robbery, plundering are there. Disappointment and regret may come if you initiate any productive activities. Moreover, Shiginamgo is there. Performing rituals and prayer for deceased is not favorable. BT runs till 8:36 a.m. So, in the morning, avoid performing and undergoing surgery and thoracic therapies like moxibustion, bloodletting, and golden needle therapies. Bumdong or empty ways is at north direction, so avoid all important activities, especially funeral procession while facing north. Thank you and see you tomorrow at same time.
Because what are the specific practices that you recommend that can help make this understanding of impermanence a central aspect of our life? Because as you said, the moment you go out, life will take over. And you'd also spoken about meditations on impermanence. So specifically, what would those be?
I think one of the easiest ways is, as the monks in Thailand are doing, that in the monasteries they have a place where they put all the dead bodies, you see. Dead bodies which has gone 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, 1 week. And then like some are like just dead, some are like decayed, some are like smelling, and some are just skeleton. So they used to go there and see and meditate on this, you know. So something like that. Even if that is not practical, but at least we can recall some of the people who you have seen dying. You see, I think that will be more effective rather than just reading a text, you know. Of course you can read the text, but then you can like take the example of those people who you have seen or heard dying, and then think. I think that is more effective. And now here again, you know, this meditation on impermanence of death is not simply for the sake of frightening you. Take na? First of all, the Buddha says, what is there to get frightened, you know? This is a part of our life, you see. Those of us who are reluctant practitioners, you know, we don't want to hear about the bad things. We want to hear only good things, you know. So therefore we don't want to hear death. We don't want to hear impermanence, you see. But impermanence, not necessarily, impermanence doesn't have any bad connotation. Impermanence simply means change. So if you are somebody who is able to understand and follow that reality of change, your life will be much easier, simpler. It's not just losing, but you also get many things. You see?
But when you see somebody, say in your family,
Yeah,
elderly
yeah.
parents getting old,
Yeah.
facing mortality, how do you stay happy or peaceful?
No.
Parents suffer.
No. I'm not saying, oh, my father is getting old, I'm so happy. Of course, nobody will say that. And Buddha is not teaching that. But what I'm saying is to see that as part of life. It's a part of life. So I will try to help when somebody is old, needs help. When somebody is sick, needs help. When somebody is dying, needs help. I will help. You know, I will not just remain there, not doing anything, feeling miserable. Oh, that should not have come, but it came. You know, not good, those kind of things. Accept that part of life, and then take the example. Abhi mera bhi aa raha hai. My turn is also about to come. You see. So what you should be doing then? You see, all those things. So that will help you do many good things. Like sometimes when you, like for example, if you forget about spiritual practice, even if you are somebody who is very fond of reading a particular book, and then suddenly you get sick, you know, then you start thinking, I wish I'm not sick. Otherwise I would have been reading that nice book, you see. So this, from there you learn a lot of things, you know. Then you are able to see the great opportunity that you have when you are healthy or young, you know, before you are seized by this many obstructions, you know.
I would like to come back to a question that was asked in the front row,
Yeah.
which I think is when one really understands the teachings of impermanence
Yeah.
and realizes the truth of that condition, the impermanence of all conditioned beings, it's not necessarily that the person will then say, I must become more compassionate and more act in a wholesome way. a person may say, well, since life is so impermanent anyway, I might as well drive my airplane into the towers in New York, or I might as well, it's not necessary. I think this is what the question was. Like, once one realizes the truth of impermanence, then, how does one then, take the right path, I guess, I think that was the question that was trying to be asked, and I think it's a good question.
That is true. I'm not like going to give a conclusive answer. I will not be able to do that. But what I'm saying is, if you use your reason properly, then probably you will be able to use that knowledge of impermanence in the right way. If you don't have proper reasoning and thorough understanding based on reasoning, simply say impermanent, then of course, as you rightly mentioned, 4 din ki jindagi hai, chalo mauj ho raho. That we all say, that we all say, you see. So that is not based on proper understanding, you see. So therefore it is really important to develop a in-depth understanding of that impermanence, the interconnected relation. It's related to so many things. So deeper knowledge is very important.